Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, introducing you to a little analysis on the iteration of combat training in Black Ops 2 and the ways that Treyarch have changed, amended, improved and tweaked what is one of my favourite game modes from the original Black Ops. So the gameplay here, guys, is against bots. They're set on recruit, regular, they're not on anything difficult. They're pretty much cannon fodder and an opportunity for me to play around, get my aim, practice with the weapons, and just have fun with a multiplayer that is a little bit frustrating right now for me for various reasons that you'll probably already know. So I wanted to make this video because I really like combat training, and I find it to be one of those really cathartic modes that whenever something's going wrong in the game that's not going to my way or I'm getting angry, I can come on here and I can play the game I wish I could play online. And that has always been something that was important to this mode for me, because essentially you are host in this, because you're not waiting on ping, you're not waiting on latency, you are the host. Every gun works as it was intended to work, the game plays as it's intended to play and would play if you played on LAN. And that to me is magic, because as everybody knows, my connection is pretty terrible. So combat training, for them who don't know, or those who do not know, it is a feature that allows you to practice the multiplayer against AI. The AI have varying difficulties, and some of the changes of this game is you can now play against the bots in objective game modes. You can now, do a whole lot more customization than you used to be able to do. It's not as in-depth or as well thought out as I would have liked, because you can't customize the loadouts of the bots, you can't customize the behavior of the bots, and these are all things you could do in Perfect Dark, which came out in like 1999 or something, and no game seemed to have done customization as good as that. The only thing that even comes remotely close was the firefight in Halo, and 343 have scrapped that for whatever reason. But combat training, to me, what it means to me as a gamer, combat training is an area that I can go into and I can enjoy the multiplayer when, for instance, my parents downstairs are streaming something, or they're on the internet, or I'm uploading, so I can't actually play it online because my connection, which is already pretty shitty, becomes completely unplayable and I can't compete. So to me, it is amazing because it allows me to play a game that I really enjoy under any circumstances. And the things I enjoy the most about it is the progression. The progression in Call of Duty is one of the things that keeps you playing. It's one of the things that keeps the game interesting, because you're always going up through the ranks, you're always unlocking stuff, and it limits the way you play, but it benefits you in the long run because you'll use things you wouldn't normally go near, like a gun you've unlocked and you want to use a different one, but you don't have it yet. So you play around with a different sight, or you play around with a different camo, or you do different challenges or different kill streaks. It just enables you to explore and discover setups that work for you. And in the previous combat training, Treyarch made a decision that really disappointed me. They made it so you couldn't prestige, because prestige was apparently something only that was needed in matchmaking and online competitive multiplayer. Because the whole mentality behind prestiging was it was to show that you were a badass or that you were committed to the game, and why would you need to do that to yourself? Because all you're fighting are bots, there's no pride in that, so why have prestiging? And they completely missed the concept of why it's fun. We don't want to prestige in combat training to show our friends that we're 7th prestige against bots. We want to do it because the leveling up is fun. Getting experience means something. As soon as you take that progression away, it doesn't mean a single thing. And a lot of people's counter to this is, oh, why don't you just play online? Well, some people can't play online. Other people don't want to play online. Some people don't enjoy playing online. And this gave them an opportunity to enjoy the game and to enjoy a whole host of different features they wouldn't normally have had access to. And I just think it's criminal that they did that in the first combat training, and I'll never forgive them for it, because it made no sense to me. Why would you not want people to play your game? Why would you intentionally limit a mode which benefits no one? It's just madness. And the logical angle, I would think, is they get a bonus for people on their servers. They get a bonus. Watch this Xbox lag here. How many times does this happen to your guys? Because it happens to me a lot on this game, and I don't know why. Really strange. Look at the frames dropping. Just madness. But one of the arguments is generally that they want you on their online server because they want to earn revenue from Microsoft, or however the bonus works. They want you playing online, and I can understand that. But at the same time, there are variables that stop people from being able to do that, and they need to accommodate for that player, and they don't. And Black Ops 2 has gone the complete and opposite way. It has taken progression completely away from it, and instead, it's allowed you to play it with humans online, and that completely defeats the point of what combat training is, because you're still using the online servers and you're still going to have the same terrible experience that you would against humans. So why would you ever play against the bots in lobbies that you could be playing with the humans in, because you're having the same terrible time? It doesn't make sense. It's a logical absurdity, and they've done so much with the bots in this game. The bots no longer run around like idiots. They now move a lot better. They're much more intelligent. They play the objective. The bots play the objective better than any human being will, because it's a top priority on the scripting. And they can give you a really tough game of Hardpoint if you let them. Like, they've also made it that the bots don't have perfect aim. Occasionally there's still bullshit like they used to have, but they've programmed recoil, they've programmed guns, they've programmed, you know, ADS times, they've put a lot of different algorithms happening in the background of the programming that have made it so that the bots aren't just lasers. And that is really good, it's really cool, because it's made it that it's much more like the online. They've simulated the online, and when you turn the difficulty up, you come up against people that fight better than people. And it's fantastic practice, but without the progression, you've just murdered half the enjoyment of the game. And that to me just doesn't make any sense, because if we wanted to go and play multiplayer and have a tough time on rough connections, we'd play online. And the whole point in combat training is to give you the opportunity to be saved from that terrible experience. And Treyarch have completely missed the point. They've completely fucking Pearl Harbored it. And I don't know why. But thanks for watching, guys. And there will be more content coming from Black Ops. I'm probably not going to put any more combat training up until I do the combat training challenges, or unless people specifically ask for it, because I do know a lot of people don't like watching it, and I want to appease my audience. So this is my thoughts on combat training. Please feel free to share your own and share how you used it, and hopefully we'll have some interesting discussions. But thanks for watching, and you take care now.